Okay, how do I turn the camera around? There we go. Good morning from sunny Tulsa, Oklahoma. I'm here with Leanne from Sooner Girl, and we are at what is called the Gathering Place in Tulsa, Oklahoma. This park was built in 2018, and in 2019 won several awards. We'll give you a little rundown of all the different things as we walk through here, but it was the most money one person has given to a park in the United States, and it was like 435 million or something. Now, he didn't fund the whole thing, but he gave a large portion of it. So, and it's a private park, so it's maintained by the trust. So we're going to show you, we'll take you around and show you what's what. Let me turn it around. Okay, so this is the little area where it is so fun to just sit here in the evenings. Well, any time of the day. It's closed now. Leanne and I, even though we're not wearing a mask, we're outside and we're social distancing.
I have mine.
I have mine too, and so we will put it on if somehow it gets kind of crowded. But we're here, and literally we see people over here on the beach, and that's it. So it's just she and I. Whoa, there's a fish.
Wow.
We are by ourselves walking around. And I wish I could take you. That glass building across the way is called the Lodge. And inside, the outside may look contemporary, but inside it's beautiful wood everywhere. And one day we'll come back and we'll walk through there and show you how beautiful it is. So this is the lounging area to sit by the pond. We haven't come into the park very far, and already it feels like you're in a different place. You don't see the roads, you don't hear the traffic, you don't.
Yeah, I'm amazed by that. We are close to a road, but you hear nothing.
Yes, and
We
it's
are
a very
close to downtown.
busy road. Yes. I can't see the skyline from here, but when we get up higher, maybe we can show it to you. This is like a little grotto area, just a little glen area to sit around.
I'm not seeing any notification go out. We are live, but I didn't receive a notification yet.
You didn't?
I shared it out on Twitter.
Aw. There's a speedster. Good job. I wrote down a lot of facts about the park, and I left it at home. And I'm like now kicking myself.
That's cool how they designed that bridge.
Yes. There's lots of different areas for the kids to play, different venues, but it's closed right now because of the coronavirus, and so they can't get in. So anyone who's here is just walking like that big dog. George Kaiser started this idea and used Michael van Valkenburg. Those who are architects, I guess, would know who he is. But he designed this park, and little Tulsa, Oklahoma, and it's just amazing. And George Kaiser did it to help with the diversity in Tulsa. Back in 1921, we had a race riot. Now they're calling it a race massacre. And he wanted people of all race, creed, economic backgrounds to be able to gather together in one place. And so he created it and donated lots and lots of money. So this is what's called the boathouse. And in the summer, or when this opens back up, I don't know if you could see through the trees, but there are canoes, and you could take out, or kayaks, or both. Yeah, there's both. And you can take them out onto the water and have fun with your family. You can't go very far, but you know, you can go under the bridge and go down there and whatever. And then up here is a restaurant, and you could sit in there and look out over the park and eat or drink. And this deck up here, it's amazing. I've been up there several times, and it's just gorgeous. The view is incredible. And the architecture is just so cool.
Is that paddle boats?
There might be paddle boats. Oh yeah, there are paddle boats, canoes, and kayaks.
Wow. We
So
should do a paddle boat stream someday.
okay.
Yeah, I'm no brave.
I'm game for anything. So I'm going to take you through what is the playground area. Normally on a Saturday morning, it's super crowded with kids playing and what have you. Today, of course, we're only in phase 1 here in Tulsa, and so kids still cannot play on the playgrounds yet. Phase 2 opens next Friday, so we'll see what that means. It's just kind of a wait and see to see what phases and what they're going to allow as things open up. These pods right here, the kids can climb up into them, and it's kind of like a little secret hideout where they can sit up there and talk to each other or whatever. And across the way is like a sky bridge with ropes, and it's kind of reminds me of Tom Sawyer's Island when you get over into that area. Again, one day we'll come back when we can go in and explore it, but they have it locked off and we can't. In fact, they have quite a bit locked off, but
I think the notification just now went out.
oh good. Probably because it's 10 o'clock. We're close to 10 o'clock.
There's Dreamer's Empire. Dean.
Hey, Dean. Oh, good. I'm glad. You never know. I mean, in here it should be because it's in the city, but you never know.
In the city, but it doesn't look like it.
No, we feel like, I always equate it to Disney World. It feels like you're in a different world, even though you're just, yards off of a busy street here in Tulsa. It's just so secluded once you get into the park. It's amazing how it makes you feel like you're in a different world. And I wish I could take you to a playground, and maybe we can. Maybe we can get up to it, where you could see a part that reminds me of Disney World. But there's that bridge again. Adults can get on it, kids of course, and you could just climb through everything. It's just so fun.
It's a little cool, but it's not unbearable, Dean.
So immersive.
He's asking how the weather.
Oh, it's beautiful. It was cold this morning. It was 42, 43 here. And now it's 50s, or low 50s. But you don't need a jacket. It's not like real windy or anything. But here's the backside. There's the workers trying to get everything ready for when people do get to come back. Here's another view of where we were when we first started out, looking over the pond. And there's the beach across the way. We're gonna get up to the lodge and you can see a better view of it. This deck, I'm telling you, it's if I had this in my backyard, I'd never leave. The view is at sunset is just gorgeous. It's spring here in Tulsa, and some things are still in bloom, some things are not. I bet it's really beautiful to walk through here when everything is in bloom. So they said in the fact sheet, one thing I remember is that when this is only phase 1 of this park, once they complete 2 and 3, it'll be 100 acres of park that people can enjoy. And they maintain it so well. And they were smart about it and put money in a trust to maintain it. They actually hire workers to be here in the park. It's not like it's a government run one.
What is that place? It says it's closed during the winter. Does it go down underneath?
I think that might be a water pad. I'm not sure. I don't think I've ever been down there. It does go underneath,
Stairwell that's on.
but I don't know. I've never been down there. Interesting. Well, they're changing stuff and building stuff and adding on to all the time. There's the lodge. It's kind of an Art Deco. It's just so fun. And you can buy food in there and drinks and sit in there and chit chat, hang out. Here, I'll walk up here so you can get a higher view. There were 80 foundations, 80 individuals, 80 contributors to this park, but the main one being George Kaiser. Okay, this takes us out on one of the decks. See, there you can go down there. There's just a lot of different seating areas that you could bring your family, bring your friends, date, girls' night out, whatever, and enjoy. Here's another view of where we started out, but on the other side. There's signs everywhere talking about practicing social distancing. Leanne and I are. We aren't wearing masks, but we're staying 6 feet apart, and there's nobody. We have hardly encountered anyone. It's so peaceful. If you could just be here, all you can hear are the birds. I mean, it's just lovely. Even when the park is crowded, you still don't feel like you're the park sometimes where you're you're running into people. Well, I guess, okay, if you can go under there, it comes down here.
Okay. And then those stairs you can climb
Yeah, there's just different ways. The kid areas and the adult areas, everything is just natural.
That lodge is beautiful.
Oh, it's
I can
gorgeous.
see the furniture inside through the glass window.
It is so fun. The architect who built it, you might Google him because he built this. He has done a lot of stuff around the world that is critically acclaimed. So his style is all over the place, which I love. It's just quite a mixture. Oh, there's a puppy all by himself. Oh, no, there's his owner. So over here is another view of the lodge. Again, this is only phase 1, so there's still 2 and 3 to go. And one of them will be to add a children's museum. When you watch Leanne's vlog, you'll see that she showed some tunnels, and over the top of the tunnels is a continuation of the park to the other side of the road. And so they have part of the park over there also. So it's huge. How did that guy get over here?
I don't know.
I was gonna go around so I could get closer to the lodge, but
I had to cross the
he must have gone past the barrier.
barrier.
I'm a rule follower, so I don't like to do that.
Too.
It's kind of surreal to see it just kind of here and nobody enjoying it. But Leanne and I, we're enjoying it. Yeah, she and I are enjoying it. It's perfect for social distancing because there's no one here. I can only imagine how many people it takes to maintain this place. It's so well thought out. Oh, this does say there's a water maze, so I don't know. Mist Mountain, so somewhere there's water involved. And there's a drain. I was gonna look to see if there's any. Oh yeah, this is a water pad. There's holes all along the green things, and I'm sure water comes up and the kids play in it. Thanks, Dean. It really is. If you ever make it to town, to Tulsa, to any part of Oklahoma, we'll have to take you. It's world renowned. And for little Tulsa, Oklahoma, that's pretty spectacular. And it's not done yet. There's basketball courts across the street, so a lot of young people are over there playing at all hours of the day and night, which is cool, which was the whole point of doing this park, to include all ages, all races, all creed, all financial peoples. We should have gone and sat on the beach like them. They haven't moved.
There's some pretty large fish.
I saw that.
I saw another one. Break the water right there.
Yeah, it doesn't look like I can show you the part that I think looks like Disney World. They've got it blocked off.
With no players.
Yeah, it's kind of weird not to see any kids playing. Soon.
Yeah, the governor of Oklahoma said that we are well on our way into phase 2.
Like,
as far as the
we'll get to
projection,
go
that
to
we'll-
phase 2.
That we'll get to go to phase 2. in
Good.
About,
Friday, isn't it? Isn't it every 2
Yeah.
weeks?
that's neat.
Yeah.
I love design.
His
I love,
architecture is just
I
amazing.
gotta take a picture of that.
Just amazing.
It's just beautiful. The greens, the whites. The
Just feels
blues.
like you're in a different world. I don't want to film those people.
The points.
Yeah, just amazing. Good morning. Good morning. Okay, I didn't want to film people if they didn't want to be filmed.
They probably thought I was taking a picture, but I should be filming up over their heads.
I promise I'm not taking a picture of you. Okay, there's one playground area that I missed when we came in because I was hoping that these playground areas would be open, but I want to show you before we sign off. Unfortunately, it's a short stream because it's not open. I mean, there's parts that are important to see,
Oh, so
but
we can't get through.
no, that's
Any of
blocked
that.
off and this is blocked off. Because going up there, the view is just incredible. And inside that building has a bunch of artifacts and a restaurant.
I love even hearing the planes.
Hi, Bob. How are you? Thanks for joining. Yeah, no, there's nobody here because the playgrounds aren't open, just the trails. And so you can kind of get a glimpse of what it's like, but you really can't until they open up the playgrounds. Next time we come back, I'll have the facts with me. I've given you some of them, but this place is very, very cool. Very cool. It's gotten a lot of recognition from peeps all around the world. USA Today and
International recognition.
yeah, all sorts of stuff.
The international award was an award for excellence in design and structure.
Which it really is. I mean, it's so, you can be here, just like the parks are designed. I mean, you can be in different parts of the park. I go to Animal Kingdom and there's different parts that you can veer off into and you're not going to find anybody when the park is totally crowded. I remember Disney Dan doing a vlog on it once and saying, look, this park is totally crowded and I can go over here and there's no one here. This park's kind of like that. You can find a niche and just, you know, chill out. So I guess you could take your paddle boat, your canoe, and your whatever down here too.
Works hard for MK3s here.
Ah! Hi, Works Hard. How are you? Good morning. We're at the Gathering Place in Tulsa. And I was explaining, you know, that George Kaiser initially built this. It was his vision to have a place where people in Tulsa to heal race issues that happened in 1920s of all races, creeds, economic background, can go hang out and have fun and show that, you know, we can all be one people. Actually, we could go up here, take,
What's the river walk like? Is it?
we'll have to drive to it.
Oh, it doesn't.
But it's cool. We could go to the Riverwalk, which is like 6 miles down the road, and
Works hard, says she's so excited to see you alive.
Hee hee! Thank you. I've been kind of feeling like, you caught me live at home once, and then I erased it because it was just so, I was kind of like wah wah the whole time. So I'm so glad that I'm able to get out now with Leanne and
Now, is it
do some of
downtown
these.
Tulsa on the other side? Kind of
Yes.
right
Yeah.
over those buildings?
When you're up on that thing with the sail, you can see it. Okay, I think if we go up here, we can look at the playground slides from the backside. Yes, absolutely. It's a great place, and which was the whole point. It's a great place for everyone. It's free. You don't have to pay for it. It's maintained through private donations. That's kind of like a
Quality
little
equipment.
teepee. Yes. From what I think, I believe I read that this playground equipment was made in Denmark or Sweden, or where IKEA stuff is built, where Legos, and it's maybe not IKEA, but it's high quality, natural. No, I can't see it very well. Well, you can see that. We'll walk around the other way. So the equipment, the playground equipment, is a lot like that.
So is this like the sponsors, Laredo Petroleum?
When they cleared this land, they used the wood to make the playground equipment and to do some of the aesthetic benches and places to sit and all sorts of stuff, so that they recycled things to make it eco-friendly. Works Hard said hey to you. Did you hear that or see that?
Hello. Hi. I'm staying 6 feet apart.
Yeah, we're trying to social distance. There's nobody here, but we have our masks ready just in case. It's a beautiful day. Started out very cool. Now it's starting to cloud over, but when I was going for my walk, it was pretty brisk. There's another view of the lodge and the pond and the lounge chairs that are just comfy. I'm a small person, like short, so they're really big for me. But
It's nice that they keep them open for people to come out here and sit.
yes,
and think.
yes, that's what it's for. Just sit and enjoy nature. Because you and I have already seen 2 fish pop up,
Yeah. I could just bring a book out here and sit in one of those chairs.
and some people do. Some people go into the lodge and read in there. Some people have meetings in there.
Okay, I'm having flashbacks of Disney World. This made me think of standing in line to go to Spaceship Earth.
Oh yeah, I know. I'm telling you, that's what it does to me, especially in some of the playground areas. It just is reminiscent of different parts of Disney World. And yes,
And the way these
because
slides just look like they're coming out of the ground.
right. His design was just amazing. It's blocked off, of course, waiting for phase 2, maybe. I'm not sure what phase 2 is going to be. I want some of these sails in my backyard.
Okay, that's interesting because I had the same company come out to where I work. They're made by Play by Design,
Really?
and they're giving me a bid on putting some of these over our playground.
Ah. Well,
And she asked me if I'd been to the gathering place, and I told her I hadn't. So this is a good work experience for me too, because now I've seen what they do.
yes. The thing is, and they didn't have these not that long ago. I mean, these are newly built. comparatively. I mean, when it was first built, they didn't have them, but I guess if you built them in your backyard, you'd have to do those big old steel poles.
Well, they have different size of poles. So they'll have, it depends on how big of shade you need. They'll have smaller, it's all kind of configurations that they can do with these. I'm sure it's going to be quite expensive though.
Well, that's what I think you're right. We're going to walk down towards the beach. And those of you who live on the coast, you're going beach. Okay, we're landlocked, so this is a beach to us. There's a little area, again, for people to sit down and congregate once this is over.
I love hearing all the birds.
Yeah, the birds, it's just they've made it so easy for wildlife to live and thrive and add to the beauty. See, if you look straight ahead, you see there's a traffic light and sometimes cars will go by. The road is that close, yet you don't feel like there's a road even near you. They did a great job of making it quiet and special and immersed in beauty. See, this is our beach.
I still kind of like the Polynesian resort at Walt Disney World's beach a little bit.
Yeah.
With the castle in the background, but we can pretend.
Yeah.
We can imagine.
The lodge is our castle and this is our beach.
We don't have alligators, so that's good.
No, we don't. No. So we can sit on a beach and not have to worry about them. Okay, well, this is our first live stream from the gathering place to give you a rundown of what it's like.
And it's our first live stream in about 2 months.
Yes.
The last place was at Will Rogers' birthplace.
That's right. It feels so good just to get out and to explore and see Leanne again.
Oh, wow, the clouds are beautiful.
Yeah, it's a beautiful day. The clouds have a cool pattern to them. I'm kind of a weather nerd, so I like those type of things.
I didn't know that.
I am. I wanted to be a meteorologist and psyched myself out of it. Okay, I guess this is our live stream. I know it wasn't very long. Thank you all for who joined us, and thank you to whomever watches. We enjoy doing live streams together and try and do it as often as we can. And we've talked about probably or possibly doing more, but we want it to just be fun and a hobby and not work.
We want it to be organic.
We want it to be more.
Natural.
We want it to be fun and a hobby, not our job. We already have jobs. So thank you all for joining us, and everybody stay safe and be well. And remember, if you have the choice, choose kindness.
And you have but this one life to live, so go out and capture your moments.
Bye. Thank you.